Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a clean with me video. Oh my gosh, you guys, my house needed this so bad. We had so much fun at my Halloween party, but I had so much Halloween decor, like way more than I have Christmas decor now, which is so crazy. So anyways, my friend Taryn actually killed it in taking down all of the Halloween stuff pretty much. And so as you can see here, I've got a completely blank slate to work with. So this is what we're working with, you guys. It definitely needs to get cleaned up. So we're going to do all of that today. So sit back, relax, or grab your cleaning supplies and clean with me. It's totally up to you. So first I started by dusting off my bookshelves. This was perfect since they were empty anyways. This was a great time to go ahead and get this done. Next up, I went over to my office area and began sort of resetting up my desk. We use this table that I normally use as my desk, as you guys might know, for the drinks table at the Halloween party. So I just needed to scoot it back over and reset up all of my office-y sort of supplies. I also hope this video serves as kind of a motivational video for you guys. I know that watching cleaning videos gets me so in the mood to get my house so clean and spotless. So I really hope this, accomplishes that for you guys and you're able to get inspired and go clean up an area of your house that you've been meaning to get to. start putting some stuff back on the bookshelves, and while I have a ton of books and other decor that I normally do put on this, I really want to do some Christmas stuff here, and I realized that I don't have enough Christmas decor to have stuff to go on this bookshelf. So I'm definitely going to have to do some searching and grab just a few small items to kind of Christmasify this bookshelf when it's time to put my decorations up. To make sure that I vacuumed and got this floor nice and clean, because there's normally a rug on it, so it doesn't get a vacuum underneath there very often. So I made sure to be really thorough and get all the little crevices and everything before I put the rug back down. Then I went ahead and vacuumed off this chair. My little kitty babies love to sit on this chair, which is totally fine, but their hair does get all over it. And while vacuuming doesn't really get all of it off, it definitely helps a little bit. So I just gave it a quick little vacuum. Then I moved on to this little bench that we have over here. There was just a ton of clutter and, stuff that had accumulated over here. This is also where a lot of our shoes go, so I needed to put a lot of those away. I try and just keep shoes down here that we wear pretty often, but I noticed that there were a lot of shoes that definitely don't get worn very often that had, like I said, kind of accumulated here. So I pulled a couple out and then replaced them just with the ones that we wear the most often. The other ones can go upstairs in the closet since I don't need access to them as much. I then had a ton of extra cords and other things to get cleaned up before I vacuumed some more. I just had Halloween stuff and shoes and just stuff everywhere, to be honest. But this area did need a really thorough vacuum because this is kind of where the majority of the party goers were. And so there were definitely kind of some crumbs and just general dirt and debris that had gotten in here. Then I moved on to the kitchen. The pantry definitely needed to be organized a little bit. There was definitely a few things that needed to get thrown out and reorganized. So I just took some time to make sure that I was using all of my jars as I needed to, and kind of just, like I said, straightened them up, organized them, got rid of stuff that was stale or expired, put some cat food away, etc. A couple of things that kind of were in big jars that didn't really need to be in big jars, like these jelly beans that Brendan likes. There were only a few left, so I just decided to put them in a small jar, and then I filled the other jar with some extra marshmallows that we had, and that just made a little bit more sense, and those will stay way fresher longer in a jar than in this bag that we just kind of crumpled up in there. So that worked out perfectly. had a hard time finding a spot that I liked for this jar, as you can see, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. Then I moved on and got some dishes done. I needed to unload the dishwasher. It was like halfway unloaded and needed to be unloaded the rest of the way. So I go ahead and knocked that out, and then I went ahead and filled up the dishwasher with all of the dishes that were in the sink. I then moved on to the stove, where I decided to kind of do the whole experience. Sometimes I just wipe it down with some Windex, and then sometimes I use my True Glass stove cleaner. So I squirted this all over and then rubbed it in, and then I waited about 10 minutes, and then I did another scrub of it, and then I just used a paper towel to clean it up, and again went over it with the Windex. Any spots that I noticed that were really bad, I went over one more time, and then I kept spraying it down with the Windex until it was really nice and clean. And for some reason, having the stovetop clean is like such a sense of comfort for me. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's just always dirty, so when it's super clean and fresh, I just feel like my heart is at peace. Then I started moving everything that was on this side of the counter off and into their respective homes. There was Tupperware over here, leftover alcohol, still some Halloween decor, etc. So all of those things just kind of needed to find their home. Then I just went ahead and kind of wiped it down just to get the crumbs and anything big off, and then I wiped it down a little bit more thoroughly with some Windex. Any tough spots I went ahead and scrubbed with a sponge and then wiped those down again. Repeated this same thing with the other parts of the kitchen where stuff had just accumulated. I put everything into its respective home and then wiped it down with the Windex once again. Had a nice, clean, organized pantry. I love when it's like fresh and new looking like this. It just makes my heart so happy. And the kitchen looked so empty because there's no decorations, and I haven't put Christmas up yet. I started a hot chocolate, as you can see, but it just looks so weird like this and so barren. So I'm really excited to fill it up with Christmas decor. So then I moved on into the living room. There was also plenty of laundry, as you can see, to do. So that's kind of running in the washer and dryer in the background. I feel like I've done 18 loads of laundry this week, but there's still more to do, it seems. So first I went over the carpet and vacuumed up in here. I decided to create even more laundry for myself, and I started taking all of the cushions off of all of the covers off of the cushions of the couch. I do this probably maybe twice a year, and I throw them in the wash just to make sure that they're extra clean. Brendan was taking a little nap, so I didn't want to disturb him, so I went upstairs and did some stuff and then came back later and finished taking all the cushions off once he was done napping. So got all of these off and then threw them in the wash to get nice and clean. while those were in the wash, I went ahead and vacuumed the couch underneath where the cushions would be. This part definitely accumulates just, you know, crumbs, fabric from when I'm making ears. So much random stuff gets stuck down here, so it is good to kind of go in a couple times a year and get this all vacuumed up for sure. These clips are a little bit out of order because, as you can tell, Brendan's still laying on the couch where it has cushions. But anyways, I started clearing off the coffee table. Again, this had just accumulated so much stuff from the Halloween party, getting ready, all sorts of stuff. So I just kind of started grabbing things. Like, if I tried to grab everything that needed to go to my bedroom in one go, everything that needed to go to the kitchen, everything that needed to get packed away with Halloween. So I just try to grab all similar items or things that are going to a similar location and put them all away, just so I don't have to make so many trips back and forth to get this cleaned up. Moved everything that could stay on the coffee table off of it for a few so that I could wipe it down. And once again, I'm using Windex. Definitely not the most ideal thing to use for this because this is like a faux wood sort of finish. But you know, we work with what we got. And I tried to give this a really good scrub because there was definitely a few items that were kind of sticking to the coffee table. And so I think giving it a good scrub definitely really helped. Then I moved over to the TV stand, which also looks so weirdly barren and sad and empty without all of the Halloween stuff. So that was sad, but I'm excited to put Christmas up for sure. So I wiped everything down. Again, used some Windex. Might not be the most ideal product to use for this type of finish, but it's okay. Ahead and put all of the cushions back onto the or put the covers back on the cushions and put those back on the couch. And then I was pretty much done down here and I got started on Christmas decor right after this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and hit that big red subscribe button down below to come hang out with me on the channel. We do lots of lifestyle, Christmassy, Halloween, Disney content. So if you guys are up for that, go ahead and subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.